This old lady's legs were too weak, so when she went up the stairs, she couldn't stand and fell backwards to the ground. A guy on a motorbike who happened to be passing by noticed this situation. He immediately got off his bike and ran into the yard to help the old lady. He lifted her to her feet and then helped her up the stairs to enter the house. Without this nice guy, we don't know what would have happened to the old lady. Here there was an accident. A car suddenly caught fire in the middle of the road for no reason at all. While the car owner was very confused, two men promptly brought a fire extinguisher to handle the situation. The car was rescued before becoming just a pile of ashes. The fanboy, with his efforts and enthusiasm, was fortunate enough to be noticed by the player he loved. He took off his jersey and gave it to the boy as a souvenir. The boy was surprised and couldn't believe his eyes. I guess he was so happy that he just opened his mouth and couldn't react any further in this moment. Due to a serious illness, this old woman had to shave off all her hair in preparation for chemotherapy. Her son, who is cutting her hair, witnessed his mother's visible distress and decided to cut his own hair as well. He did it as a gesture of comfort and support, deeply touching the woman. This is how this woman and her mother hugged each other during the COVID days. They will not let the epidemic separate their families. Nothing is difficult. It's just whether we really want to find a way or not. And just one hug is enough for this mother and daughter to feel each other's love. This boy arrived at school feeling groggy and still sleepy. But do you know the first thing he did when he entered the classroom? He grabbed his friend's empty water bottles to fill them up with water before they arrived. Truly, he's a great friend. The young man was riding his motorbike around when he stumbled upon a small juice stand run by a young boy. It was not much, just a simple table and a homemade orange juice pitcher. The guy decided to stop and order a cup of juice to support the boy. He was also willing to pay more than the price. Surely the boy just has more motivation to keep running his business. While waiting for a traffic light to turn, this man got out of his car to adjust the manhole cover back to its proper position. What's commendable is that he didn't do this casually, but rather with great care and responsibility. This puppy is excitedly running downhill to greet his little master who just came home from school. They really look like friends. The gap between humans and animals doesn't exist here. The nurses at this hospital secretly prepared a performance to celebrate the 90th birthday of an elderly woman who is their patient. They were genuinely joyful while doing this together for her as if she were their own mother. Truly warm-hearted individuals who bring joy to others. During rush hour, the highway was congested and at a standstill. However, when an ambulance came through, everyone in their cars pulled over and quickly cleared the barriers, making way for the ambulance to pass smoothly and swiftly. They all know that in the ambulance there is a life that needs to be saved as quickly as possible. It's how people support each other in this beautiful life. These policemen not only help the surrounding people, even animals like a flock of ducks also have the right to be helped. White kids are holding hands with a black boy and inviting him to their group. That's right, we are living in an era of peace where everyone should love, support each other, and grow together. Racial discrimination should never appear again. Look at these adorable kids, they are so friendly and loving. They must have grown up in an extremely civilized environment. This old lady is living alone in this small house with no one by her side, but her life is not lonely because she has these two incredibly affectionate little dogs. They look like her grandchildren. This poor little boy is sitting on the subway next to a man. Is this the first time he's seen a smartphone? The boy keeps staring at the man's phone with a curious and amazed look. Realizing this, the man doesn't scold the boy, but on the contrary is willing to share it with him. With just a little understanding, couples can protect their family happiness. Seeing that his wife couldn't sleep because their baby was still restless, the man immediately got up to support his wife and offered his back for her to lean on. After that, he even picked up the baby so that his wife could get some rest. While running hastily, the man tripped and fell onto the train tracks. The danger is that the train will arrive in just a few seconds. The guard who witnessed this situation quickly ran over and used all his strength to pull the man out of there. Without him, a life would have just been lost. Be careful and calm, everyone. Don't be like this man who just narrowly escaped death. The woman on her way to work spotted a homeless man with disabilities sitting on the sidewalk. Her compassionate heart urged her to stop and give him her breakfast. She even kindly assisted him in eating it. This is a scene that will touch your heart with the kindness of two unfortunate men. Both have lost the use of their legs, but the man with two prosthetic legs handed over his crutches to the one with only one. The man is poor, but that doesn't mean he is greedy. There are even few rich people who cannot have this kind act like him. As he was crossing the street, the man on crutches was a little hasty and fell onto the road. Witnessing this scene, many passers-by stepped forward to help him stand up. There really are adorable children whose hearts are bigger and warmer than anything else. A big storm came and caused the potted plant to fall to the ground. A young man accidentally passed by and lifted it up. He even felt proud of it.